Now I want to start this recording by correcting something. A lot of times here I've said shallow analysis. I keep on saying shallow analysis. And this might come out as being downright arrogant. This might come across as me saying I'm a better analyst than other people. No, nothing could be further from the truth. So let me just set the record straight, and I'll do that by telling you first a very interesting story. Bear with me. Now, for most kids growing up, when you go to school and you have to learn things, sometimes it's very hard. Teachers harass you, they give you a hard time as you're learning. It's all part of learning and growing up. Now, for me, when I was growing up, class did not end in school. Whenever I'd be with my late dad, God bless his soul, he would always ask me questions. And most of those questions were to do with Kenya. Most of those questions were to do with Kenyan politics. Now, being a senior policeman, he had been to every corner of this republic. So many times he would read a story in the newspaper, and then after reading it, he'd ask me if I'd seen the story, and I'd say yes. Then he'd ask me, analyze that situation for me. And this continued even when already I was grown up and already in the journalism profession, and already once in a while commenting on political issues. And there's so many examples I can give you questions he has asked me. And then he has just laughed at my analysis and said, shallow analysis. And then he'd go on to give me the geography of the area and the history of the place. And that would show me actually my analysis was very shallow and very wrong. I guess that has stuck, so you'll forgive me. So next time you hear me saying shallow analysis, don't think I'm saying other people, I'm better than other people. I'm simply remembering my late dad and what he taught me. In fact, all you guys have to be very grateful to him, because when a lot of this was happening, it was not enjoyable to me, this learning. And I didn't know in my life, I would not have guessed in a million years that one day it would be very useful in helping my fellow Kenyans, in helping create a better Kenya. My main point here is very simple in the analysis I'm about to do. Yeah? He always used to emphasize to me, my late dad, that you can never, ever, ever hope to do any analysis without understanding the geography of a place and, very important, understanding its history. This cannot be more important, and this cannot be emphasized enough in the case of the Nandi vote. The Nandi and Jubilee, yes. The Jubilee candidate for Uasin Gishu is Jackson Mandago, yes, that's correct. And the Nandi are bound to vote for Jubilee, almost to a man. Okay? That is shallow analysis. Because anybody who knows anything about the Nandi, anybody who knows any inkling of history about the Nandi will be very cautious before making such a sweeping statement. And indeed, you'll have noticed everything I've said about the Nandi in the past. I have not made any sweeping statements. I've not given even a definitive statement that they're going to vote in such and such a way. Yeah? I have always given you options. I've always given you alternatives. They might do this, and I've always ended up with a statement, it is not known. Because that is the truth about the Nandi. Very headstrong, and they can choose to change their mind at any time. Anyway, let us delve a bit deeper into the Nandi. Let us understand them a little better in this recording, so that maybe we can be able to make our own analysis and our own judgment where we are seated, listening to this recording, as to which side the vote will go, as to what might happen. Okay? Because from where I sit, it's very unpredictable. But of course, I'm not the cleverest man on earth. I'm sure there are a lot of people, you guys out there, much smarter than I am. So with this information, I'm sure you'll be able to make a very informed prediction of exactly what will happen to the Nandi vote. And of course, I'd welcome that very much in my comments area. I'm not a monopoly of information. I'm not Mr. Know-it-all. I'm not Mr. Always Right. I am just a Kenyan, very ordinary Kenyan. I know much less than many other Kenyans. And I'm willing to trade information, to discuss, because that's the best way forward. The best way to have a lot of knowledge is to debate, discuss, and I'm always more than willing to learn. That is my secret. I'm very eager to learn all the time, especially from you out there who tune into this channel. Now, from the history of the Nandi, there are a few things which are very clear, which I'd like to state. Number one, the Nandi are always unpredictable, and totally unpredictable. Number two, the Nandi are extremely intelligent, very, very, very intelligent. However, they're always eager to give the impression that they know nothing. They're always eager to give the impression kwamba wamezuba, but that's not true. The Nandi are extremely, extremely intelligent. And I'm not talking about going to school and getting 10 degrees, although we have quite a number of very learned Nandis. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about intelligence that you're born with. Thirdly, one of the secret strategies of the Nandi, it's in their DNA. Yeah, it's right from the days of Koitalel, Arap Samoei, and even before that, to date. One of the secret strategies of the Nandi is that many times they will walk in a certain direction and pretend they have made up their mind going in that direction. And then at the very last minute, without them telling you what's on their mind, they will change and go in a completely different direction, and you'll be left there puzzled, baffled, completely confused. This particular strategy is so much ingrained in their blood and in their DNA that it used to clearly come out in their war strategy against the British. Yeah? Remember when they were fighting off the British had guns, they had cannons, they had sophisticated modern equipment. The Nandi had only bows and arrows. Only bows and arrows. Yet they always won the war hands down. They always won battles against those people hands down. Their secret was surprise. Yeah? So as I've told you that strategy, they always take people by surprise. You think they're going in a certain direction, you have no idea what they're thinking, then suddenly they change and you're just left there completely baffled. Okay? Now in the next in the next episode of this recording, we are going to delve very deeply into why I'm saying all this. And we're going to start with the terrible murder of a Nandi leader who was murdered for saying the truth. Okay? So don't miss that next episode in this recording in our effort to understand the Nandi vote 2017 and in which direction it will go. This is Kumekucha. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side as usual. Just click on that link on the top left hand corner of your screen and I'll see you there. Thank you.